If someone moves away from your life, this indicates only one thing. It is impossible to maintain all the relationships that have been meaningful to us over time. Sooner or later, friends, family, or loved ones leave, causing pain. They move on, forgetting what once united them while you suffer and agonize, losing the ties that once existed. Although it is not a constant occurrence, it is a separation that hurts deeply, leaving a void in the heart. It is necessary to deal with the loneliness resulting from the loss of someone who was so close not so long ago. The key is not to cling to what is going, and not push away what is to come, so happiness will be able to find you. As Omar Khayyam wisely said, "Do not push away what comes, and happiness itself will find you." This wisdom is illustrated by a beautiful parable about losses and encounters in life. A young man sought guidance from a gray-haired elder, expressing his despair at being on the edge of a river that, once a source of joy, turned out to be malevolent. Questioning why he considered his river cruel, the elder asked the young man to examine himself. The young man explained that his favorite tree, an apple tree, used to grow on the banks of the river, providing fruit, shade, and pleasure in various seasons. However, he now realized that the river was harmful to his tree. A charming bird landed on the branches of the apple tree, and we wintered together. I took care of him, fed him grain, and provided a little house in the branches for the bird that made a nest. Everything was fine until recently, when a storm caused the river to overflow, flooding the roots of the apple tree. The tree fell into the water, floated away, leaving me with a heavy heart. The bird, noticing that the apple tree was gone, flapped its wings and flew away, disappearing forever. Now I cry daily for not being able to keep the apple tree and the bird safe, knowing that they will never return to me. The sage suggested that we go to his garden. When we arrived, the sage showed the young man different trees such as cherry, fig, maple, and plum trees. He shared seedlings and encouraged the young man to plant a similar garden near his home. He explained that it would not be just one bird that would come to him, but whole flocks. The apple tree and the little bird provided an unforgettable experience. Now the young man knew what to do to grow trees and attract birds. The sage emphasized the importance of surrounding yourself with diversity, as different trees attract different birds. He advised the young man not to turn his riverbank into a desert of mourning for what was gone. Nature does not tolerate emptiness, always bringing something new to occupy the space left by something else. Finally, the sage asked the young man to show where he lived. When visiting the young man's house, the wise man smiled and said, "Look, your river is your life. It may take something away, but it also brings something back. Life is wise. Your tree could have been struck by lightning, and your house could have been burned with it. However, the river was your savior, preserving you and your home. Now it's time to turn your eyes to its waters. Watch an approaching boat with a charming young woman on board. She lands on your shore, and the suggestion is clear. Plant your garden with her, and from this cultivation will spring love and happiness. Be grateful for the river of life, recognizing what it offers and allow what it takes to go away." It was not long before the young man, radiant with happiness, returned to the sage with a basket filled with various fruits. Her children carried her. Multicolored birds flew around, singing cheerful songs. They say that time heals, but not just filling life with new relationships, activities, experiences, and worries. If someone withdraws from his life, it is because he can no longer contribute more than he has already contributed. Thank you for the experience, and do not hold back, as it is not possible to step on the same river twice. Faced with the inevitability of the termination of something in life, be it good or bad, the void left after something negative can be filled, while the void after something positive can only be filled by finding something even better. Ernest Hemingway once said that there is nothing more powerful and creative than a void that people seek to fill. The Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu adds that, if you one day meet someone who has left, you can be happy about the reunion, but you will not regret what happened. This is because he will understand that the separation was predetermined and justified by life itself. In its place emerged supreme wisdom and justice, intrinsic aspects of our existence.